Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I'm your host VGMKoren, and in the last one we got the Pendant of Courage, we got the bow and arrows, we got the ice rod, and we got the Pegasus shoes. That's a lot of things to get. Between episodes I walked back to Kakariko Village, and that's where we are now because, well, there's a child here that ran away from us before, and we need to let him know that's not okay by catching him and beating him to death. Well, maybe not to death. Let's see. Where is he? You have to be very careful on your approach. I think he's over here. Oh, okay. He sees me, and I see him. Alright. No! That's not fair. I hate everything. Okay. Well, if that actually happens, and it can happen, then you can just leave the area and come back and he will spawn back in. So, just go to your town's conveniently located cave nearby and return. Because that's all you really need to do. Okay, so, yeah, I forgot about that. You actually stop dashing the moment he starts dashing toward you. I passed him, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, we're off to a glorious start. No, I was in the right place. We're off to the best start ever. This is truly great commentary. Okay, so like before, we need to go and catch him.
I can't believe you got me! With your speed, it must have been easy to kidnap Zelda. You don't look like such a bad guy, though. Anyway, because you have such quick feet, it might be a good idea to run and bash into many things. For example, the trees in this village have many useful things hanging in their branches. Well, just try it, okay?
And then he runs away forever. Alright, well with that done, we found that people leave their money in trees. But really, that's actually a hint to come down here to a different part of Kakariko and do something else. This is one of those I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out as a kid moments. Because you have to come to this library, which you will never visit again, find the book on top of the bookshelf, and ram it with your face. I mean, that's how Link gets things. He doesn't climb, he rams. Anyways, you found the Book of Mudora. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylia. Also, I was called out for not calling it Hyrule in the last episode by someone who will remain nameless. I'm just gonna, I don't actually know if I said it right there, so. Anyways, we haven't actually been into this house just yet, so that's where we're going. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Yeah, Link, now I'm quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door to his room. You really shouldn't do that. Let's just place a bomb in your house and fix this. What do you have to say? So the doorway is open again. Okay, maybe I should make up with my brother. Well, good for you, I guess. Oh god, this is terrifying.
Hey Link, did you come from my older brother's room? Is he still angry?
Yes, he was angry enough to seal your room with such force that only a bomb could break it down. And your mother is out here saying,
if you can reach the goal within 15 seconds, we will give you something good. Ready, set, go.
I actually have never really understood why the mother is just so irresponsible, but that is beside the point. This is easiest to do with the Pegasus boots. You come over there, you clear the top, and you just walk over here and get your prize.
This try your time was 0 minutes and 14 seconds.
I like that they put in a minutes counter.
You qualified. Congratulations. I present you with a piece of heart.
Yeah. I got the piece of someone's heart that they just kind of left around lying on the ground and then gave out to someone who could run through their house fast enough. Obviously, this family has problems and we will never be visiting them again because it would probably be a crime scene. Alright, so I think that actually takes care of most of the crazy things you can do between episodes. I know that there are probably more pieces of hearts that you can get that I'm not going to get, but you know. Oh, actually, I think there's something interesting over here if you cut the bushes and come up here. Am I right? Did I remember correctly? I did. What could this mean? A lad clad in green and yellow playing a thing and then disappearing. What does it mean? Well, it means something, but you're not going to get to find out until later. Spoilers. Or, well, hint? Cliffhanger? I don't know, like, foreshadowing? Foreshadowing. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm glad that I could find that. Alright, so at this point you have to get down to the bottom left corner of the map in the desert. Not that the game ever really specifies this, but that's where we're going. And we will be dashing our way through there. or 2 there. Now, if you might notice, you are in front of your house at this point. You can't see it because I didn't go up there because I'm a terrible person, but that is where we are. And yes, there are knights in bushes, and you can even remove the bush, and they will still pop up and have a bush. But if you cut a knight's bush off, they die. True story. I don't know where to go with after that. Okay. Can I do this yet? I know that there's a thing here you can do, but I'm not sure I can do it yet. So let's just walk inside and see what happens. It's probably going to be terrible. It's probably going to be the worst thing. Okay. So to do this puzzle, you have to think on your feet and do that. I got bombs. Unfortunately, that means we can't get to the door back over there, so I need to leave and get back inside. But I got bombs, which definitely makes it worth it because, you know, bombs. So yeah, go back inside. You can reset box puzzles all the time doing that. Oh, I can do this now. This actually technically isn't required until much later in the game. Oh god. Oh god. Everything is bad. There are bombs everywhere. There's an explodey, hardy thingy guy. Anyways, you can drain the lake, and that will do something both now and far later in the game. Which I do remember because, again, it's kind of something you don't forget. I don't know. I don't forget much. Anyway, someone drowned down there, and all that remained of them was a solid... Fish? Fish, what are you doing? Come here, fish. I desire you. I need... Yes! Alright. I don't know what to do with this. I'm just going to throw it back in the water. Okay. Well, I think I've taken care of that problem as deftly as I possibly could have. Anyways, this is a blocked path. Because, you know, Zelda makers like to troll you like that, so you actually come up through here, and you can wind your way through mysterious Crab Rock land. Pay no attention to the average middle-aged man standing by this sign. Leave him alone. Well, I can't. I don't understand. I don't remember. I'm taking your sign. Oh, he follows you around if you take his sign. This is good to know. I'm gonna throw his sign at a crab person. Why did you take my sign? It says plain as day just to leave me alone. Sheesh. And now he follows you for a while. You can't enter with something following you. Wait. I can't? Oh. Okay, are you going to stop following me? Okay, good. Okay, we're going to go back to that cave. I didn't actually know you couldn't go into caves with something following you. That is new to me. And that's all that purpose serves. I will soothe your wounds and comfort your weariness. Close your eyes and relax. Oh yeah, I love it when girls say that. And just like that, no one ever watched my videos again. Sad Christmas. Anyways, this brings us to the Hylian Desert. I'm sure that I just said that wrong and that someone's gonna get upset with me. Anyways, here you can find deadly enemies like vultures, which will just spin around you forever until you smack them. And Jazz Hands Men. Jazz Hands Men are very dangerous and infinitely respawn, so beware, Jazz Hands Men. That's what I'm calling them. Anyways, a lot of cow cattle died here. And that's all I really have to say about that. Oh, and I ran into a cactus because I'm really good at this game. Huh. Is there anything up there? I don't remember. Like, this is getting to the point where I remember all of what I've done so far from being a kid, but after this point, it gets a little bit trickier. Aha! It is the Book of Medora. With that, you can read the language of the Hylia people. Are you actually Salasablopple, or are you just a different old man? It's really hard to tell. You have the same sprite. I don't know. I don't know, but anyways, just like before, old man. Oh, hey, you found a piece of heart. Your heart level increased. You put 4 people's hearts together, and when their powers combined, they formed a human heart. Anyways, I don't know if that's actually Salashabloplo. He actually tells you what you need to do. I do remember this now if you can't figure it out for yourself. He's like, you need a book from a library. And you're like, well, where might their library be? And, well, Hyrule only has one castle town. So, it's not actually very difficult when you come to think of it. But, that's okay. That's okay. Anyways, now for one of the weirdest sections. This actually kind of disturbed me as a kid. So, well, that was great. Yeah, the book actually takes up a slot in your inventory, so you have to use it. And to open the way to go forward, make your wish here, and it will be granted. This has always been really weird. Like, that sprite is just so bizarre. It's like... It's like a money shot face sprite. I mean, look at, he's covering his mouth, and is the wish done? Okay, the wish is done now. And, well, we didn't get a money shot, but the things did change where they were, so I call that a success. If you don't know what a money shot is, don't ask your parents, because don't. I probably should. You know what? We're pretending I never said that, and we're moving on. Oh god, I am the worst person. Anyways, second dungeon, the Sand Palace, or something. It's probably got an official name or something that I don't know, and just prove that I'm the worst person in the world by not knowing. It is the first palace to incorporate those eye-shooting, laser, spinny guys. I actually kind of hate this dungeon. It's easily one of my least favorites. It's big, it's wide open, there's no real easy place to start on it. It's just terrible in every way. Anyways, Link, it is I, Asha. You must never fail to find all the treasure in each dungeon. Great. Okay, thanks. Anyways, as you might imagine, that means we need this key. And now that we have a key, we can open a door. What kind of door? I have no idea. It'll be somewhere. Again, I don't really remember. Oh god, I remember this though. Because the switch, of course, is under one of those, but there's an eyeball thing chasing you around, and if you take away all your cover, he'll shoot you in the butt. But not my butt. My butt is too fast. Well, we found the big treasure room. I mean, that's great. That's great for no one. That is absolutely terrible. I'm laying the... Oh, God. Alright, well, that is where the big treasure is, and like before, you actually have to, you have to always unlock that door. So now we know where the big treasure is. We will be back as soon as we have a big key. And why do I have the lantern on? I need something efficient for my secondary weapon. Like a bow. I'm really good with the bow, guys. Okay, see, that's actually how you use the bow. You use it to do things efficiently. And yes, the game gives you enough arrows through random pots that you essentially never need to worry about ammo. If you run out of ammo, it's more impressive than bad. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't, because I'm not really sure I understand it myself. Anyways, pots, as always, will be your greatest weapon. Always try and lift up pots, though, because as you've seen, they sometimes hide switches and other things. Oh, what is this puzzle? I remember that... Okay, first let's go outside. Because this actually is a kind of cool dungeon where it takes place over a wide-ranging area. And I think that there's something down over here, if I remember correctly. Yes, there is. There's a piece of heart. Alright, we found a piece of heart, we found a vulture, and you can go back inside the palace. This is actually one of the things I found really cool about this dungeon as a kid, is that it is not contained to just one area. Anyways, lighting the torches does nothing, so what you need to do, if I remember, there it is. If lighting the torches does nothing, shove all the blocks and you can usually find your way into a room. Now, it's only a fairy room, so you actually really don't need to go in there. So, and obviously it doesn't open back up. Or does it? I don't know. Either way, we're gonna murder everything. Which is kind of just the best. I always hate the lantern because it's right next to the bottles, which if you get to the bottles, then it brings up a sub-menu, and everything feels slow. But yes, sand dungeon. I don't know. This dungeon kind of just... Oh god, more torches. This dungeon is my least favorite in the game. If I was going to stop playing this game when I was playing it again, it would probably be at this dungeon because... I don't know. I hate sands. I hate desert levels. I've talked about this in earlier Let's Plays, but not this one so much. There we go. That works. And you got a map. You can use it to see the current position of you and all of your loved ones. All of them. Even when they don't want you to know. But I hate desert levels. I find them really boring. I find them just the worst thing. I don't know. I hate them. I am indiscriminately unabashed in my hatred for deserts. Anyways, that is the locked door. Generally speaking, if you see a locked door, that's where you need to go. I know, shocking revelation right there. I don't remember if this actually goes anywhere, so let's find out. Nope, nope, you can just jump off to get quick exit. If you do exit the dungeon, you have to pray again and make another wish to get back inside. I remember this because it happened to me every time when I played this dungeon as a kid, because I was really bad about not just dashing everywhere, as you can probably guess from the way that I talk. Anyways, this room is just filled with bad things. Alright, bad thing. And yes, the bow is definitely your most useful weapon at this point, but as always, I am terrible with it. I don't know, it's something about the delay that throws me completely off of it. Anyways, that room only exists to mock you, because there's nothing inside of it. So screw you. Alright, so here we have the key door, which means it's the way we need to go, and yeah. Zelda dungeons are fairly linear in that sense, in that usually you will never get yourself into a position where you don't have enough keys to do things. Anyways, that gives us the compass, which gives us all the other relevant information, and I think, yeah, this is a kill everything puzzle, which are very common, as you might have noticed. And, oh god, it's wall sphincters. No, it's not. I'm sorry, that was bad. That was just really poorly done, and I will kill myself. You got the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. I'm not going to read those every time. I'm just doing it for the first couple because I don't know. I didn't even do it for the compass. Oh yeah, or the map. I guess I just like big keys to open, We're stopping there. Everything stops and we're going to go back to talking about how much I hate deserts. I particularly hate this dungeon because the floor is a desert. I mean, that's just terrible. It's just terrible in every single way. This dungeon is actually wait a minute, I'm making a mistake. This dungeon is way shorter than I remember it being. I remember getting stuck here for hours as a kid. I mean, once again, granted, I was stupid as a kid, but this is fairly surprising how fast this is going. Anyways, we have gloves. You got the power glove. You can feel strength in both hands. You can pick up and carry stones now. That's right, I can. And Link has the biggest stones of them all. I don't know why this is one of those episodes, but it is. So you might be wondering, okay, well that's great, but there aren't any big rocks in the dungeon, so what am I supposed to do? Well, you'd be right about that. I remember this because it also took me forever when I was a kid. Because blah blah blah, dumb kid, no one cares about that story anymore. But if you come outside and see that, oh hey, I can go over to the right, then you might notice that there are rocks, and you might pick those rocks up, and you might throw them off a cliff, because I wondered if there was anything over here. And there wasn't, which means I just wasted my time and yours, and then you get depressed. Anyways, as always, when you don't know how to open a door, push blocks. Oh, that was lucky. Usually it's the center block, at least in my experience. Anyways, we found the small key, which means this is a floor tile room, which means the floor tiles will just kind of rip up and fly at you. And it's actually fairly difficult not to die. Okay, this is the death screen. But since I have a fairy, she will just tap her magic wand on my backside and I'll get back up. I'll fly and leave because I'm not doing that. I am not doing that if I don't have to. Okay, so second floor of the dungeon. Not bad. Not bad. I think we'll actually get through this dungeon in this episode, which is impressive. And again, this is just another kill puzzle, I believe. Yep. And we have almost 700 rupees. I don't know why I even need to save the kingdom anymore. Torches can be fake outs. I think, however, that these actually are required. Nope. Oh, wait. Yes? Maybe? No one knows. The answer was no. The answer was we did not need to light all those torches, but again, that's what I mean when I say it's fake out. You'll find keys in pots constantly. Again, lift all pots. And we need another key. But, oh god, it's another floor. Well, if you were looking for me to actually have to do this challenge, well, here you go. I think this key might actually come out when all of these floor platforms are dead. But generally speaking, you can just hold your sword in front of you and not take damage ever because, well, Link's poking stick is very good at deflecting the floor. I don't know. The sword has some fairly odd applications, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, the shield does not block these. So yes, in this case, your sword is better at blocking things than your shield is. This will become a common occurrence throughout the series. Or the game, at least. And yes, the key was in fact in one of those pots. So, great. Great, great, great. Didn't need to do that at all. Anyways, red guy means bow and arrow. You can only kill these guys with the bow and arrow, maybe. Maybe you can kill them with something else. But in this room, there's nothing other than torches that are unlit. So in that case, the wall explodes out to the left. Excellent. And this takes us to the boss key door room, which is kind of cool. I actually really like that. As a kid, that was really cool. It was like, oh my god, the dungeon changed in accordance to what I was doing. And here's the boss. It's a giant worm. Yes, it's giant worms. That is the boss. And you can only hit their heads. So there are two ways to go about this. First, you can use your spin attack to kind of bounce off of them. That is definitely an option. The second option is to use your bow to try and shoot them. Let's see, like so. Bows do more damage. Your third option, and the best, is to use the ice rod. The ice rod does more damage than the bow by a long shot to bosses, as you can see by one of them already exploding. And a second one has exploded, which means we get all kinds of cool explosion lights. But when there's only one left, it shoots rocks everywhere, which is not, no, it's not really the best super upgrade power. Now, I'll finish it off with the bow because I don't want to make this too easy, even though this is probably the easiest boss in the game. It's definitely easier than the first boss in the game by a considerable margin, just because, I mean, look at it, it's a worm. It's not even trying to hurt me. It's just trying to float around in the sky, which I don't understand how that works. I don't know. Anyways, if you stand here, you can be cool and catch the pendant as it falls. And everyone loves a cool hero who murders everything. That's what the fanfare is telling you right now. Anyways, this is... You won the Pendant of Power. Your goal of finding 3 pendants is in sight. Go for the last one. And with that, your HP and magic is filled back up. We leave after swinging our sword carelessly and recklessly around. And yeah, second pendant, Pendant of Power, is complete, and we will end the episode back over here. In the next one, I will show off some more optional things that you can do, because there is one item that we need to get now, and, well, we need to get it now. So that's kind of just how it's going to be. So I hope to see you in the next one when we spend all of our money, every last rupee. So I hope to see you then.